Hello, everyone. This is Alexis Hutchinson with the FYE Talks podcast, and we're so excited to have you back for another awesome episode. We're here today with Amber Hoobry, and she is going to give us more information about a couple of programs that you as a student can do this semester, despite the pandemic, that are really going to give you a lot of benefits in your career and educational journey. So I'm going to turn it over to Amber so she can give us more information.
Hi guys, so my name is Amber Hoobry and I'm the FYE program facilitator here at ECTC. So I coordinate the different services that we provide through the WIN Center, one of which is the Essential Skills Academy. And the Essential Skills Academy is basically a program designed to equip students with the soft skills needed to be successful in the workforce post-graduation from ECTC, or even a four-year university if you transfer on to complete your bachelor's degree. The Essential Skills Academy is set up in such a way that you would complete an application packet to apply to the program. And then once you submitted this, a committee looks at these applications and selects those that meet the requirements for the program. Upon acceptance, then all those students are notified that they've been accepted into the program. And then once accepted, you're required to attend 2 virtual workshops that go through a series of modules centered on different types of soft skills that are essential to have in the workforce. Those 2 virtual workshops are always held on 2 different Fridays during the semester. So for this semester, we have one scheduled on Friday, February 5th, and then the other one will be towards the end of February. But normally those 2 workshops on 2 different Fridays last from about 9 a.m. to around 2 p.m. with a break in the middle for lunch. And again, during those workshops, we go through, several different modules that are designed to equip you with some soft skills that you need in order to be successful once you graduate and enter into the workforce. And after students complete both of those 2 virtual workshops, then they are required to complete a mock interview with a ECTC staff member. And normally the way that we do that is we assign the students that are in the Essential Skills Academy to different staff members, and students simply contact that staff member and say, hey, when would be a convenient time for you for us to do this mock interview? And due to the pandemic, that's another thing that we've been doing virtually as well. Normally the mock interview as well as the workshops were always held face-to-face. However, since we are in a different type of environment right now, the virtual setting is what we've had to utilize for this. So students will then complete that mock interview virtually with a staff member, and the staff member will notify me once students have that complete so that requirement can be marked off of the list for you, so to speak. After the mock interview is complete, students are required to submit a resume and a cover letter to me as the program facilitator, and I have a team that goes through and reviews those resumes and cover letters that are submitted to provide you some good feedback. That way you are graduating the program or completing the program with a very solid resume and cover letter that you can use to be able to apply to positions, within the community or region, et cetera, wherever it is that you are planning on applying to job-wise once you complete your degree. So the whole premise of the program is that you are gaining skills that you need to not only just be successful within the workforce once you're in it, but to also make you more marketable when you are simply applying to jobs. You're getting the soft skills that you need, as well as leaving the program with a really solid resume and cover letter. Another benefit to completing or participating in this program is that once you complete the program, you are provided a certification that you can add to your resume. That again will help make you more marketable whenever you're applying to different jobs, to have that certification added to your resume. A special note, this program partners with the Goodwill Works in order to offer this certification. And there are a large number of different employers within the region that have stated they will give a preference to students that have that Goodwill Works certification. So the way in which that works is once you complete the Essential Skills Academy, you'll receive that certification that you can add to your resume. And then if you are applying to any positions with the various companies that have said they will give a preference to individuals that have that certification, you may beat someone else out at a job with that company if you all are pretty equally qualified, but you have that certification and another applicant does not. So that is also a very huge benefit to participating in and completing the program. Once students complete the Essential Skills Academy program, they'll receive several different certificates, that they can utilize to prove that certification, as well as a cord that you can wear at your ECTC graduation, signifying that you are an Essential Skills Academy program graduate, along with several other freebies that we will mail to you as well, deeming your completion of the program. So we typically have quite a few students that are interested in this program each semester, simply because the benefits are quite extensive. Also, those students that complete the program, they receive not only that cord at graduation and the certification and several other freebies, but they receive a $200 scholarship that will be applied to their next academic semester. So that it also is, a huge benefit to completing the program, because you are not really having to invest any of your own money into something, yet you are getting a great deal out of it. And that alone is huge. So I really encourage students to participate in and particularly apply to the Essential Skills Academy program. And at this time, the deadline for applications for this spring 2021 semester is Friday, January 29th. So on Friday, at the end of the business day, I'll make sure that I've looked through all of my emails at that point and have all the applications in, and then we will review those applicants and notify students of their acceptance into the program. And then we will have our first workshop the following Friday for those applicants. So I really encourage everyone to apply to the program and participate. And if something happens and maybe you aren't able to necessarily apply this semester or make that work for your schedule, then I encourage you to apply in the fall. We run a new cohort of students through the academy every single semester except for the summer semester. So keep that in mind as well. If something happens and you aren't able to do that this semester, I really encourage you to apply for the fall semester.
Absolutely. And so I think the benefits of this program just can't be exaggerated enough. You really are only giving your time to a couple of these sessions, and then to get that information, those really beneficial, skills that are going to make you much more marketable, much more valuable when you're doing your interviews. Definitely can't encourage everyone enough to go and participate in this program. Where can students find the application if they'd like to apply, Amber?
Sure. So students were all emailed the application back earlier this month, actually on January 11th. I believe it was the very first day of classes that we sent that email out notifying students about the program and providing the application. However, if you are a current student and you're unable to find that email within your inbox, if you want to contact me personally, then I will email you the application packet. That way you have that. And it's not a super long or drawn out application packet. It's pretty simple in terms of the information that we need. But if you want to contact me personally to get that, my email is amber.hubrey@kctcs.edu, and Hubrey is WHOBREY. You could also contact me at my office phone number. You could call 270-706-8568. And if something happens and you're unable to reach me, just leave me a voicemail and I will give you a call back.
Awesome. And so we're here to also discuss one more program, yet another way that students can get really involved, not necessarily on campus, but in a virtual community. And so the WIN Center also has been piloting a peer mentor program as well. Can you give us a little bit more information about that and how that may benefit students to participate in that program? Maybe not this semester, but next?
Sure, absolutely. So the peer mentoring program is a program where we take returning ECTC students and we pair them with first semester students that are a little green, so to speak, and are unsure about a lot of different things with the college and just post-secondary education in general. And those returning students that are paired with those first semester students serve as a point of contact for them to be able to answer some questions that they may have. So oftentimes we have a lot of students that come in their very first semester. They may be a first generation college student. They don't have family members or close friends at home that are able to really help them navigate the entire process of applying to college, completing financial aid, scheduling classes, etc. And so they really need someone to just kind of help navigate them through the process. And oftentimes students are good about reaching out to their academic advisor for help with those questions and just some of those concerns that they may have. However, in addition to your academic advisor, you have the opportunity to be paired with a peer mentor that is more typically along the lines of your age as a student that you may feel more comfortable with in asking a lot of different questions about college. So we have an entire team of trained peer mentors through the WIN Center that are eager to assist any student that may be in need. So if you are a student that is enrolled in a FYE 105 class this semester, you automatically have a peer mentor assigned to your class that you can reach out to. And you can find out who your peer mentor is on your FYE 105 Blackboard class shell that has the peer mentor's name and contact information listed within your Blackboard class. However, if you are a student that is not necessarily enrolled in a FYE 105 class this semester, but you would really like help from a peer mentor, then by all means contact me and I will make sure that you get a peer mentor assigned to you. That way you can reach out to them, and develop a good relationship with them where you can ask them any questions that you may have, whether it be ranging from, hey, how do I know which textbook to get to this class, to, am I allowed to park anywhere on campus? Questions like that. And even if the peer mentor, maybe you ask them a question that's something they can't necessarily fix for you, they'll make sure to get you set up with a faculty or staff member that can. And that's the whole role and premise of the peer mentor, is that they are a good point of contact for you that you feel very comfortable with to be able to ask any questions that you may have in order to get the help that you need. So we have some great peer mentors that are not only just good people, but they're fun to be around and they're very helpful. And they have their own stories and challenges that they experienced whenever they first started college as well, and they're eager to help other students not have the same difficulties that they did. So they have some experience under the belt and they're very just reliable and great to work with. And any student that is interested, again, in having a peer mentor, by all means, feel free, to reach out to me and we'll get you set up with one. But also, if maybe you are a returning ECTC student and you say, hey, I would really like to be a peer mentor, then by all means, reach out to me on that as well. We have peer mentors that are already trained and assigned for this semester, but I already have a list going for students that said they're interested in being a peer mentor that we will use for the fall 2021 semester as well. And there is a scholarship associated with being a peer mentor. So any student that serves as a peer mentor has access to a $500 scholarship per semester. So if you served as a peer mentor for a fall semester and a spring semester, then you have access to a $1,000 scholarship, which is pretty awesome for many students that may need some of that extra money, so to speak, to cover some books or other fees or things like that for their classes. So that is a huge advantage as well, not to mention just being able to add that experience and opportunity that you participated in on your resume. So we really encourage students to get active and get involved in this program. It's a program that has grown within the last year, particularly because we've seen that a lot of students really needed help with that transition to the virtual environment that the pandemic caused. So again, that peer mentoring program is available to all ECTC students. So if you have any questions or want to get involved in that, then feel free to reach out to me.
Awesome. And so I think between these two programs, that's a really comprehensive network of services, especially if you're trying to get into a specialized program or you're in your FYE class and you have questions. Having that peer mentor there can really help because, sometimes your academic advisor is busy, sometimes your success coach might not get back with you right away. And, having that third line of contact, just someone else that you can maybe run that question by, it's always beneficial. And, they're there to help you. So, if you're having questions about, an assignment or something like that, they can get you connected with tutoring and all sorts of really great benefits. So definitely check that out. And also, if you're thinking about becoming a peer mentor, there's a lot of great benefits to that as well. So thank you so much, Amber, for coming on our podcast today and giving us all this information about these great programs. I think that students are really looking for ways to stay involved throughout the semester, and I couldn't imagine a better way than participating in either one of these programs.
I agree, and thank you so much for the opportunity to be on.
Absolutely. So, as I said, this is the FYE Talks podcast. We post every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. So, check back next week for another awesome episode. We'll see you later.